So, what's a yandere? According to Google, a yandere is often sweet, caring, and innocent before switching into someone who displays an extreme, often violent or psychotic levels of devotion to a love interest. Think, from Future Diary. P.S. I've never actually watched the show, basing this solely on what I've heard about her character. You may correct me if I am wrong. Today, I will be discussing Kamisato Ayaka and the topic of if she is or isn't a yandere. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Now, before we start, I would like to preface this by saying, if you ship Ether with Ayaka, which is the primary ship that causes this whole yandere situation, I don't really care, as I too quite enjoy their dynamic, and even if I didn't, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum and tell you what you can and cannot ship within reason. Just here to talk about a character I really like. That's it. Let's start. Why do people believe Ayaka is obsessed with the traveler, or is a yandere in a sense? Now, for the most part, this is just an overused meme and probably started out as just a silly little joke, but slowly became what some people considered her actual personality. It is just another case of meme personality versus canon personality. This might be in part with how Ayaka acts around the traveler. You can say she acts this way because she has a crush on the traveler. Though that may be true, I believe that her reserved behavior is due to the fact that the traveler is her first friend in a very long time. To be fair, probably her only friend at the moment. You see, after losing their parents at a young age, Ayato and Ayaka had to regain their clan's honor, with Ayato becoming the head of the clan and Ayaka becoming the face of the clan. Both siblings rarely interacted with others on a personal level, so other than Toma and her brother, it doesn't seem like Ayaka has had anyone else to talk to. So when someone as friendly and likable as the traveler comes along and befriends her, it would be normal that she wouldn't know how to act, which I guess can sometimes be interpreted as or exaggerated into her being shy and turning obsessive. Her mannerisms are that of a sheltered, sorta shy but confident girl. She holds the traveler to a high standard because of how he helped save Inazuma and also because she respects and considers him a good friend. We can see her move past the awkward stages of their relationship with every new event that we get with her in it. She's becoming more of her confident self and less of a sheltered little girl that doesn't know how to act around people she doesn't know. Her attachment to the traveler lies again in the fact that she has no other friends, and the traveler is probably one of the few people in her life who her relationship with isn't business oriented in some way, shape, or form. We are just her friends, and that's all she probably wants. Though, again, you are free to see it as something else as long as you are not misconstruing her character. She may not know how friends act, having not had one for a while, but none of the things she does shows her as obsessive, and I would wager that if she met any of the other female characters people tend to pit her against, they would be really good friends. For example, Yoimiya's extroverted bubbliness would match well with her more reserved introvertedness, and it is said in-game that she interacts with Yoimiya quite often, since the Kamisatos are in charge of festivals in Inazuma and the Nagaharas make fireworks for said festivals. So it's already canon that she has a good relationship with Yoimiya, even if it's mostly business related. Also, she would be really impressed with Nilu's dances, and Nilu would in turn be impressed by hers. They would get along quite well as they both have similar demeanors and interests. She would also respect Kaching for how hard she works for her region, as both of them hold very high positions in their respective regions and will do anything to keep their region alive. Though, to be fair, Ayaka does say she would side with us if the Raiden Shogun was to be against us. Whether you ship Ayaka with the traveler or not, you have to understand that she's a very respectable and strong character, not some obsessive weirdo that would hate other female characters for coming close to the traveler. If she ever meets any of the other female character people pit her against, she is more likely to be shy around them until she realizes that the traveler's friends can also be her friends, rather than to hate them straight up. There is no reason to pit characters against each other, especially when they will get along quite well, and I hope she is given the opportunity to make friends in the future. I wish Hoyoverse expands her personality and character development into her relationship with other characters and not just keep her attached to the traveler, which I think is probably the primary reason why people think she's a yandere to begin with. She doesn't interact with any other character as much as she interacts with the traveler, and though the traveler is the center of our story, she should still get to be well represented in her own story, if that makes any sense. Ayaka isn't a yandere, she's just shy. There's so much more to her character than what she's given credit for, and I wish people could see past her meme personality and see her actual personality for what it is, which is someone who's a little reserved around new people as she figures out their intentions but later opens up and you get to know her better. Memes are okay. There's nothing wrong with memes in general. For the most part, they get overused at a certain point, but I don't really care if people have like repeating memes. As long as it does not affect what is canon, I don't mind. I hope this video clears up the whole Ayaka is the yandere thing, and that's it. That's all for today. Bye. See you whenever.